Our lecture today about Postcrown. Postcrown is a fixed artificial cast restoration which replaces the coronal portion of the natural tooth completely. It retains its cells by a means of post, or called dowel. This dowel serves two functions. Number 1, intracanal retentive mean for the coronal restoration, and number 2, it increases the horizontal fracture resistance of the remaining tooth structure. Indication. The main indication of Postcrown is on endodontically treated teeth, because the remaining tooth structure have unsuitable for any other means of restoration, and the core reconstruction is needed, and the intracanal retention is the only mean of retention. Number 2, realignment of malpost tooth. Number 3, as a bridge retainer. Number 4, tooth with short clinical crown. Contraindication. The contraindication of Postcrown are unsuccessful endodontic treatment, and significant coronal tooth structure remain, inadequate root length, caries on root, or ink. Factors to be considered in assessment of a tooth for Postcrown. The first factor is the quality of root filling. The root filling should be filled with a well-condensed catapercha, especially at the apical third of the root space. The root should have proper alignment, because any abnormality in the alignment of the root in relation to the adjacent tooth make the construction of Postcrown difficult. The root should be without internal or external resorption. This picture shows internal resorption. Periodontal condition and mobility of the tooth should be considered also, and this picture shows the external resorption. Finally, occlusal relationship should be evaluated. Basic components of Postcrown are crown, core, and post or dowel. The crown is the final restoration that is placed over the core. It could be full metal, full veneer, or jagged crown. While the core is the coronal extension of the post. It's necessary to provide the desired retention for the final crown restoration, while the post is the part of restoration that extended into the root canal. It gives the support and retention for the coronal restoration. Now we should know there are two types of Postcrown: 2-unit Postcrown and 1-unit Postcrown. In this picture we see 2-unit Postcrown, in which the post and core in one unit and the crown in the other unit, while in this picture we see 1-unit Postcrown, in which the post, core, and crown in one piece. The 1-unit Postcrown is indicated in teeth or tooth with a very short clinical crown, as with lower incisors, because in such cases there is insufficient space within the crown of the tooth to make both retentive core and separated crown, so one piece Postcrown often the solution. 2-unit Postcrown have more advantage and indication than 1-unit Postcrown, because the crown restoration can be replaced at some future time if necessary, without disturbing the dowel core part of restoration. And this is why 2-unit Postcrown indicated in young patients. I mean the patient under 18 years old. Number 2, when the endodontically treated tooth is to be used as abutment for the fixed bridge, it's not necessary to make the post-crown preparation parallel to the second abutment. Number 3. Marginal adaptation and fit of the crown restoration are independent of any dowel that must be used. Post classification. Number 1. Prefabricated or ready-made post. It's made from stainless steel, carbon fiber or fiberglass material. It comes in different sizes and design. It has the advantage of simplicity of the technique because it doesn't need a negative reproduction for the prepared canal. Number 2. Customized cast post. In this type, a negative reproduction of the prepared canal should be done. So, the main advantage of this type that it conforms closely to the configuration of the prepared canal. It's indicated on ovoid canal but contraindicated in narrow and severely curved canal. Tooth preparation. In this slide, I will talk about preparation of the coronal portion. First of all, any existing restoration, caries, or unsupported tooth structure should be removed. Most of the time, this will end with leaving about 2 to 5 mm of sound tooth structure supragingivally. Then, the coronal portion were prepared according to the type of the final crown restoration. Preparation of the canal. After we finish our preparation to the coronal portion, now we prepare the canal. First of all, we should take a radiograph to see the shape, width, length of the canal beside the quality of the catapercha, especially at the apical third. Then we should remove the catapercha filling material from pulp chamber using a hot instrument. Then we remove the catapercha from the canals using a bisorima. We should remove 2/3 of the root and leaving at least 2 to 5 mm at the apex to get the maximum retention and support for the post and to prevent the dislodgement of the apical catapercha filling material. And the canal side should be parallel to each other with a slight flaring toward the outside. 2-unit post-crown have more advantage and indication than 1-unit post-crown because the crown restoration can be replaced at some future time if necessary without disturbing the dowel core part of restoration. And this is why 2-unit post-crown indicated in young patient. I mean the patient under 18 years old. Number 2, when the endodontically treated tooth is to be used as abutment for the fixed bridge, it's not necessary. If there is supragingival tooth structure, a flambeau is used to place contra bevel. It's the bevel placed around the occlusal external surface of the periphery of the preparation, and this will provide a good collar around the occlusal surface, which will help in holding the tooth structure together and preventing the fracture of the remaining tooth structure. In this picture, we can see well the contra bevel and queuing. For multi-rooted teeth, the post dowel should be placed in the largest canal. It's usually the palatal canal for upper molar, distal canal for lower molar, and the buccal canal for the maxillary premolar. The other canals should be used for the keyway. In short teeth, accessory retention mean may be used as pin. The pin hole should be placed parallel to the post canal preparation. So the anti-rotation devices of the post-crown are keyway, triangular shape for the incisors and elliptical shape for upper canine, and finally the pins. Factors affecting on retention of the post-crown are: number 1, length of the dowel post; number 2, diameter of the dowel post; number 3, shape of the prepared canal; number 4, accessory means; number 5, post surface texture. Thank you for your attention.